Hello and welcome. I am GameScribe and this is another episode of Mount&Blade Warband. I'm about to go to bed here shortly. Actually, I don't know how shortly I'll be, but I'm gonna try and get a little bit more renown so that I can get accepted or be hired by a king. I don't want my team to move into that water. That would suck. Doesn't really help that I could shoot him if I had a better bow, but right now my bow is garbage. Alright, so it looks like this. I think he's a Viger. He's a Viger Lord, so he's actually going to go out and try and attack them, which I don't have a problem with. It just means that my people don't have to get in conflict and potentially die. So like here it says, like in purple text, that usually means it's an allied enemy that's died or got knocked unconscious. Though I think I have seen a glitch where it becomes red. And it'll show up as red text, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's yours. So we just basically steamroll these people, which is nice. Except that the AI was less stupid. And sometimes I get this glitch when I'm doing this where it says like the enemy's 0. If you charge the enemy, nothing will happen, so you just have to charge the enemy while you're not in it. And you'll automatically win the fight. I have no idea who I should work for. I don't want to do anything with the fires. Because they usually suck. I actually might go Swadians. It's mainly because they're always at war with somebody. Nope, no one's here. I was looking for a, there's a particular companion that's basically a healer, and he's very, very good. He's like a priest, but he has like 4 points in surgery. And so this is one of the random instances where sometimes you'll be attacked by a belligerent drunk when you go into hotels or inns, and nothing really happens there. He just usually attacks you, and all I've really gotten out of it was a Nordic sword, which is actually worse than my Tempered Falcon. And I'm gonna go try and go to Providence and find this guy. I apologize for that Skype message. And smile with a bunch of friends. Okay, here we go. Let me wait outside here for a bit. So the king is not here, but if I go into his castle... usually there's a woman around, his wife, that will usually tell you where it is, but now I just have to go find a lord. Like, I'll go talk to this guy. You say, I wish to ask you something. Do you know the location of the king? He is close to... I'm not even going to try and pronounce that city. Where is that city at? I think this is it. There it is. Okay, so I haven't shown that I'm actually that good yet. Okay, so I just accepted a quest for him to deliver a message. And You normally don't get a lot of money out of it. I think you get like 30 gold out of it, so it's not really worth your time. However, you do get better relations with the king or the person that gave you the quest and the lord themselves that you give the message to. Alright, so I'm just gonna go over here and talk to him. You say I'm here to deliver a message. So here it says, I got one relation with the king and 3 relation with the jarl I just gave it to. And that doesn't really mean a lot at first, although I have noticed that if you get your relationship high enough, you start getting certain benefits, such as a king might give you more and better fights depending on your relation with them, or he's more likely to see things your way. Get over here, I need to talk to you. Where's the king? Aw. Unfortunately, this is how it is for most of it. If you want to talk to someone, you don't have to track them down by asking someone where they are. So now I go into my notes. We just accepted a quest that we had to go hunt down a murderer in the city of Yelib, which is right over here. A tree has expired. I'm gonna go in here. Actually, I think I have to wait till morning and actually see them. So I'm gonna go to the village center. And so when I first started this, I had no idea what I was supposed to be looking for. But now that I've actually known how to spot them, they're actually quite easy to find. All you gotta really do is look on the outskirts of the town. And there's always that, like here, he's hiding behind the house. So I just dismount. And his name is called Nervous Man. I didn't mean to kick. If I can actually pull out my weapon. There you go. So we kill him. Although I do believe that will make the town not like you as much. They usually get over it and it doesn't really affect you. So the king's in this place. So he thanks you. That's a shame. I was hoping that if I got a little bit more relation with him, he would actually allow me to join him as his vassal. Well, it looks like they're about to get attacked here by a party of 40 and a party of 66. Although I doubt they'll be able to take the castle. Nope, never mind. Yeah, they might be able to take that castle then. So you can see here, like I believe this castle is owned by Swadia. This castle is owned by Swadia. That may have been owned by Swadia. But now this is owned by the Rodix, this is owned by the Rodix, so they're actually getting beaten up pretty badly. The Visors declare war against the Nords, which is probably not in their best interest, because the Visors will get their ass kicked. I want to get the high ground so my archers won't have to aim as much. So because I'm using crossbowmen, we have a much better range than the people who are just using bows. However, the reload speed is increased. I have 8 infantry and 3 cavalry. I'm sending my infantry in. At least they're nice enough to let me sit here and poke them to death with this crappy short bow. This might be the last guy over here. Yep, he's the last one. So it actually went over pretty well. Only one person got wounded. And it was Lezelit, so he really can't die anyway. I really need to go find a town so I can start selling this stuff. I don't even know why I have half of it. Let's go to Uxel, because Suno's about to be overrun by Nords. Nope, still not here. Marketplace. Let me sell off all this junk I don't need. Maybe I'll be able to afford a bow. I don't really want a crossbow right now. The bolts I'll keep in case I do get a crossbow later on, because the crossbows aren't bad, especially in sieges. But usually I'm a bow and arrow type person, not a crossbowman. I forgot to also look for bent strongbow. That's garbage. Bent warbow is garbage. It's not really worth putting any money into. So Swidia and the Nords have made peace. Something that is probably won't last long. They'll probably declare war with the Khans or something like that. Swidia is always looking to expand their empire. They are, if you really want to fight, I say go with the Swadians, because they are always at war with somebody. Always. Oops, I missed that one. Yeah, the rest of them are up here. This is why I hate fighting forest bandits. There's just nothing but trees I run into. Alright, so I won that one with Again, Leslie getting wounded. I'm gonna try and get some more Nords. Simply so I can get some more infantry to come in. Yeah, 9 will work. Let's try and go to Kura City right here and see if we can get some more food. And check the tavern as well. Nope. Goods. And so this is what I was talking about with trading, like such as like they have ale, they have a bunch of iron here, furs, tools. Depending on where you are, you can sell those for a little bit more money, but normally it's not as much as just fighting would give. Especially in this mod. $18, $15. Actually, we might be able to do this. Yeah, we can. I thought we were gonna get outnumbered again, like when I got destroyed last time. But seeing as we have high ground, I'm gonna set my archers up here. I'm gonna set my infantry right here, and my cavalry right here. Just look at all those arrows getting pelted down at him. Alright, it's time to go now. Oh, a couple Sea Raiders. Okay. That's even better. At least now I can get some good loot out of them. Oh, this guy's in the way. I can't move. Look at all the arrows and javelins on the ground. And all without a single injury. I'll take the men-at-arms because the men-at-arms are good. I didn't think that they would be able to capture those guys, but they also captured a few Serenade archers. So I like archers. If you can't already tell, I love archers. I would rather have archers than footmen, in all honesty. If the archers didn't get completely steamrolled. The Nord Housecarl is as high up as any Nord can go. They, as you can tell, they have the huge round shields and two-handed axes, and I think even some of them can have throwing axes and everything like that, so that makes them pretty decent. There's nothing here that's really needed. I hate to say this, but I'm gonna have to go fight Sea Raiders now. When I say unfortunately, because Sea Raiders are the hardest bandits, as I've mentioned before. They're extremely hard to fight. Because most of them have the big shields. They're basically like fighting Nords, but with slightly worse armor. So I'm gonna have my team spread out so that they won't get hit as easily. There's my Nord Housecarl. At the infantry position a little further out to absorb some of the hits if possible. And if you're wondering why I don't immediately just charge the enemy, it's because I like to minimize risk. I would rather have my archers hit their shields or kill a couple people before the fight actually starts to happen, before just running straight in gung-ho and getting like even one person killed. Because if it happens to be a Sweaty Knight, or if it happens to be my Housecarl especially take forever to level up to that level. Alright, so I pretty much took all of them out single-handedly, which is really rare. Normally the AI isn't that bad.
Today the gods will decide your fate.
So now I have to be really careful because instead of fighting 20 to 40 or 20 to 50, 20 enemies to 50 of my troops, it's now 60 of them, so they can actually outnumber me. Yeah, I see them coming over the hill over here. I leveled up, which is nice. Interestingly, you would think getting to a really high level would be really good, but I've heard that can be very bad because though I've never done it, there's apparently a glitch where the way that the enemy mobs are calculated is based on what your level is. So what can end up happening is, if you, I think it's like level 30 or level 60, or something like that, you will end up having enemies that will spawn with thousands of troops at a time. Which, even if you have the max settings, like if you have everyone on the battlefield at one time, which I think can be up to 150 or 300 without mods, then it would still take 2 or 3 rounds, which means you're going to be completely outnumbered and you're still going to get killed a lot. Pretty much making the game completely unwinnable up to that point. Though, again, I personally have not actually seen that glitch happen. And even though they're still retreating, they're still killing a lot of my people. And that's what I mean by the AI is kind of stupid. So I lost 4 Nord Footmen and 1 Swayan Knight. That's unfortunate. Some more stuff to sell. that field. Always try and find a place that has a good advantage for you. Like, say if you have cavalry, you don't want to be on a map that has a lake, because the enemy, well, 9 out of 10 is what's going to happen, is the enemy is going to sit in the lake, and then your troops are either going to have to dismount or go in on horseback, which is really going to slow them down. My troops should be able to take care of these guys from here on. As long as none get actually through. I'm gonna try and go over here and stall these guys. I should probably calm down on promoting people, because this is going to cost a fortune to try and actually supply this army and keep getting them money. It says we only have 62 renown, which is a real shame. Yeah, we have to be really careful on this one, because there's 79 of these people over here, which is not going to be a fun time for me if they swarm me. I might know one or two ways to thin their ranks, so if I go up there and cause diversion, it'll give my archers more time to actually shoot at them. If I can actually hit and kill someone. Ouch. The one downside of the spears is if you run into a person who's actively actually trying to spear you, if you're on horseback, your horse will automatically stop. Which makes sense, but it's still very annoying for certain enemies and certain factions. Such as the Roderick's really love to use spears, So they kind of just deny cavalry of their opportunities and their strengths. One of my guys died, but both of them are dead. This stuff's worse than my stuff that I already have. So, it'll make good selling stuff. Selling loot.
Today the gods will decide your fate.
This is going to be a lot harder. So you can see there's going to be 118 troops on the field. Alright. I'm going to try and get to a better position because this is pretty bad. And as you can see, there's a lot of them over here, and they have a lot of shields that need to be broken. Circle strafing always works. Usually. Ouch, unless that happens. And unfortunately my horse just died. Normally it only gets crippled, basically meaning it gets slower for a period of time, but ooh, and I have an axe in my face, that helps. So I'm gonna have to go into the town and get an actual I'm gonna have to get a new horse. Ouch. Damn it. I got knocked out, so I really can't do much. And I believe this is another mod, because I believe it was in the other game, in the normal game, if you got knocked out, you instantly lost a match. Basically meaning if you got knocked out, you got totally obliterated. But hopefully I gave my team enough time to be positioned so we can actually start going and just killing people with archers and housecarls. There's 60 enemies left. But so far none of my guys have died. There's only one that's been wounded. The sharpshooters are at least getting a couple people every now and then. So thankfully, because of my high surgery skill, housecarls that would have outright died are actually just being knocked out, which is good because they are the hardest people to. Like a Sway Knight, I can go from a random person I recruit in a village to a knight in just a couple battles. House Carls can take over a week to actually get. So now we're just killing off a few remaining stragglers. Six more people just need to die, and then we can go to the town and I need to get a new horse. Which is gonna suck because horses can be expensive. Alright, there we go, we won. Somehow, we actually managed to win that. Even though we were outnumbered 2-1. Get some of this loot so I can sell it. And I made 1,000 gold. There's gotta be a hideout for those sea raiders. I'll take the heavy courser. The coursers have actually I don't want that. I want the regular courser because it has more speed and maneuverability. I doubt they have a lance in here, do they? They have a balanced light lance. That costs 12 grand that I don't have. I just wanted the stuff out of my inventory. Alright, so I actually netted some gold there.
That's a nice head you have on your shoulders.
No, I don't like that hill. It should do better though. Hopefully the team gets over here quickly. Unfortunately, the one downside I have to say of this game... Oh, and I forgot to actually go in there and heal, damn it. The one downside I have to say of this game is... The enemy will almost always immediately charge you unless you completely outnumber them. And that doesn't really give you much time to reposition. So if you're kind of like... down a hill... You don't have much time. You don't really have much time to actually go up that hill or to try and maneuver so the enemy has to walk towards you to do anything. I'm gonna send my infantry in, but apparently our sharpshooters are actually poking the hell out of them. I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to go in and try and... Because my infantry decided to only attack one side, but then try to defend the archers. There we go. No casualties and 36 enemy deaths. I'm gonna go try and get some more Nords. I have 55, which is almost my party limit, unfortunately. So I put a few more skills into my physical traits, such as Iron Flesh and Power Strike and Power Draw. I also went in for Tactics. I'm not sure that's going to have really any real outcome, because you have to get so many points to actually have any meaningful impact. But we will see. I'm going to set my team right up here. Time to spread out and fire at will. Because if you don't tell your team to immediately stop, they will charge up that hill, and because the Tundra Bandits usually fire, or they usually throw javelins and everything, they will probably get slaughtered. Yep, you can see them all the way up there. This bow's probably not going to be able to... Oh, I actually hit one. I was about to say, yeah, I probably won't actually hit. They're getting slaughtered by these arrows. I'm going to tell my infantry to charge and tell my cavalry to charge as well. To at least protect the archers. The last of their reinforcements came in just now. You can see already that I'm moving a lot faster on this horse, which I like because it's a courser, which is great for if you want to be a lancer, someone who can go in and instantly kill horses or break shields really easily. Then this allows you to hit the top speed very quickly. Oh, I accidentally ran into him and killed him. So now all hell's raining down on this poor guy over here. He's getting javelins thrown at him. He's getting bolts shot at him. He's getting arrows shot at him. Let's see if I can just camp here for a bit. That's probably not going to get much better. Once they get close enough, I'll send my infantry to go out and fight. Yeah, sharpshooters are actually killing a lot of people. Oh, that's sad. I lost one of my marksmen. Again, they don't take that long to train, but... that marksman was probably one of the first people I got since my party got wiped last time. That's a nice sword. Masterwork Nomad Saber, I'll take that. Mainly because here, Reach, it has a swing speed that's better, which means it doesn't have as long as a reload time, as well as a much better weapon reach, which is very much needed if you're on horseback. However, I will give that weapon to Lezelit. Let me see equipment. So hopefully he doesn't die nearly as much. I doubt he can use these, can he? No, he can't use them. Oh, he's only got 27 people in his party there. That's not that much. Now, right now in this walkthrough, I'm trying to, besides trying to just grind for people relentlessly, there's several ways you can go about trying to conquer the land. You can either try and become a vassal, or you're supposed to, they're supposed to hire you on as a mercenary first. And so you get paid as a mercenary to do fights, essentially, right? You know, that's what you get paid to do. They'll pay you based on, I think, how many people you have. Or something like that. Or they pay you a flat amount, or something like that. And so that's how you're supposed to fight some of the other factions, while still kind of being just a mercenary. You're not actually aligned with anyone. But, you know, you can still get help from other allies in that faction that you're working with. Or if you are really powerful and you're really confident, you can actually just attack a city or attack people from a certain faction and essentially declare war on them without actually being considered yourself a nation. So you can see my weapon now has a much longer reach to it. Lezelit needs some new armor. He's just getting knocked out way too much. Oh, he's got either a pike or a spear. I'm gonna let my team handle this. I don't want my courser to die after I just bought him for 1,200 gold. Thankfully, no one's really died yet. Lazlet's just gotten knocked out, which doesn't really bother me that much, since he can't really die and he won't leave my party. There we go. I'll get another house Carl. A couple more footmen in.
That's a nice head you have on your shoulders.
See, I was on flat plains, now I'm fighting on a mountain. Here we go. This is a much, much better map than the last one. So I'm gonna send my warriors to stand a little bit in front. Unfortunately, you can really tell that my archers are kind of, I have way more archers than I do actual infantry. And eventually I have to change that. That's why I'm trying to hire a bunch of Nords on. Unfortunately, people that are this armored aren't really affected by archers, which is what my army mainly consists of. Normally, my army usually consists of cavalry, but I'm probably gonna have to hold off on that a little bit. There we go. So we won with no casualties, which is good. I'm gonna give that armor to Lezelet because I don't want him to keep dying over and over and over again. I don't think he gets that much experience if he just keeps dying. This is an expensive team. And somehow I'm not getting any more renown, so... Let's see if I can go back over to Province and see if I can get him to change his mind about me being his vassal. That's even if he's in his castle. 9 out of 10 times he's probably not going to be. Nope, no one's here. Alright, he's at Suno, which is right here. What you're seeing here is, he can possibly become the king of another kingdom. Basically, you can try and help him overthrow the Khans. That particular one, you can help him overthrow the Khans because he says he's the rightful ruler. And you can oust the other king.
Your money or your life.
I'm gonna have to be really careful here. I'm outnumbered at least 2 to 1 here. It's probably a good chance I might lose 1 or 2 people. I'm honestly surprised we're all doing this well, even though these guys are all highly trained. I was expecting the constant barrage of arrows to at least lead to a couple Nord deaths. Apparently not. We just destroyed at least 100 people. And only 1 person died, and that was a trained Nord, and that was it. And so that was a condition in which there were too many enemies. I think it was like 130 or something enemies. But I only have the max amount of allies set to be at about the maximum amount of enemies being in any battle is like 100 to 150. So basically it'll just transition over into a new map until every single enemy or ally is dead. Alright, so we won and got 1,000 gold, which will help pay off for this month. But still no favor or no renown. I'm gonna go back and fight Sea Raiders. At least they have good loot. So again, you can see the Khans or the Swains just declare war on the Khans, which means they're probably going to die. The Khans are extremely hard to fight. At least in my honest opinion. They are extremely hard to fight.
That's a nice head you have on your shoulders.
Because, like I said before, they are all on horseback. And because they're all on horseback, they are constantly moving, they are constantly fast, and they are constantly a pain in your ass. Because your cavalry will just chase after nothing. Or they'll get stuck on them somehow. Or they'll just chase them in circles. So anything goes with infantry, except infantry will just get slaughtered. Oh, this is good. I'm gonna send my infantry in. I gotta bail. I don't want my horse to get killed again. If it gets damaged enough, like if I got knocked off it, there's no guarantee that it will die. In fact, if it dies, I honestly find that it's quite rare. Most of the time, it just gets crippled. Meaning that it gets really, really slow. About the speed of an average horse, at least if it's a courser. But it will, it can heal. And become a regular courser or a regular horse again. There's 4 more people left. Unfortunately, I don't have enough cavalry to chase them all down. Oh, you're just gonna quit? Alright, so they're all dead. I'm gonna take their stuff to sell off, if possible.
That's a nice head you have on your shoulders.
Tell my infantry to hold that position. Apparently my infantry will not spread out any more than that. Tell them to charge. Ouch, shot to the face. I just took like 17 damage from an axe. Alright, so you won that one with ease. I was honestly hoping that it would be more than this 30. Because then I could have gotten some stuff out of him. I could have gotten more experience and renown. No, he's not in here yet. I would go with a warbow, except that it's cracked. And if it's cracked or bent in any way, it's kind of useless. Take some dried meat and some cheese and head back out into the field. That's a shame. This might be my last fight because I have work tomorrow. And I'll probably just upload a video once I actually get enough renown to be accepted in to as a vassal. So you can see my team has way better accuracy now, which is very helpful. Apparently the value archers are actually pretty good. They're not as shitty as I thought they were. I'm gonna have my infantry charge. One of my house carls was killed. Aw, shit. That sucks. I don't know how the hell he got killed, though. So you're telling me we can fight like 1,000 forest bands that shoot arrows, but he can't take a few hits from 60 of these guys? Alrighty, let me upgrade my stuff one last time. I'm gonna head back into the main town. At least so I can keep farming. Was there anything? Oh, my renown went up, so now my party size went up. But anyway, that'll do, guys. I will talk to you, I will see you all later. I won't talk to you or talk at you. But I will see you all on the next video, and hopefully by then, when I make the next video, I will do it as I'll remove the filler because it's probably getting boring by now. The next video will basically be me getting accepting the vassalage of probably the Swains because I like being at war. Anyway, I will see you all later on the next episode. Have a good one.